The Little Things. Unfair reviews. It was not bad.
It wasn't trash. It wasn't.
It was not trash. I didn't see 7 connections. Ambiguity, yes. 7, not so much. So let's get into it.
You didn't tell me we were supposed to be watching for something.
No, they kept saying they were saying you should have watched 7 at the same vibe as 7. I didn't.
No, it didn't.
No, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So Deacon goes to LA to get boots for the boots. He was the killer.
I told you.
Oh hell no.
You didn't want to believe anything I kept saying.
Yo, okay. So he goes to LA. Kern County Sheriff. He has to go to LA to get a pair of boots for a preliminary case. Nice pair of boots. The guy copped out to a plea, so they didn't need the boots. And then I remember at one point, the partner Sam
said they weren't gonna.
They weren't gonna retest them or need the boots because the dude copped to a plea.
Right, but the boots weren't even
part of the. So remember the part where he said, "Oh, nice boots." So he's wearing the boots the whole damn time.
The cowboy boots.
Yeah, the ostrich with the stitching.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he was the killer.
He left them at the in the hotel room, in the motel room.
Yeah. So he was the killer the whole damn time. Ain't that
the little things?
Wow. We literally just figured this out.
Ain't no we. Don't go there.
You were,
buddy.
By the time the movie ended,
I've been told you way back when.
Okay.
You kept telling me no.
It wasn't Sparma, which is Jared Leto's character. It was too obvious that he clearly wasn't the killer. So what ended up happening was the last case he was working before he got demoted and fired from a detective. There was the two girls on a rock, facing each other. Old Greek mythology symbolism, never-ending story. 2 sphinx at the very ends of the guardians of the entranceway, pillar points, entry points, whatever the case may be. That was pretty obvious. The open hand gesture that Jared did, Sparma, when he pointed to Deacon in the car when they were car to car. Okay, flow. So he accidentally shot one of the victims. His former partner, boss, coroner, all covered up the case for him, which is why he kept seeing the blonde in his visions, or Go ahead. What else? Am I missing something?
No, go ahead.
You're not?
I'm gonna jump in, but
okay. So the whole time, shut the fuck up. The whole time, Sparma's leading him on a wild goose chase because he's clearly not the guy. And then the transference of burden. From Deacon's burden to his the kid, Jimmy, Rami Malek, Freddie Mercury. All right, so this whole time he's just transitioning his burden onto the young detective. Go.
This ain't no lead all. You hand the baton to me now. No, continue. I said when I feel like I'll jump in, I jump in.
That's it.
No bullshit out of the whole thing.
They all got promotions except him. Deacon's character, a heart attack, triple bypass surgery, divorce. What's going to end up? And lost his job.
I actually so going with the movie without reading any reviews or anything like that, I kind of thought that. What was his name?
Who? Which one?
Jared.
Sparma.
I kind of did think he was. Even so with him saying 8 years prior that he killed somebody and didn't. He was just into the crime thing. Yeah. He had the cop scanner and all that shit going on. Clippings, all that. I still wanted to believe that he was the guy. Only because he was crazy. He was deranged. He looked like he could have been the guy. Not totally saying that Deeks was the killer, but it was more or less, well, In reality, he was a killer
And in
because
reality, he killed. Yeah. So it was him killing the girls. Because of the boot, there was he put it on another guy. Put it on another suspect. It all led to the
Is
suspect.
that what you get from it?
Yes, because of how he covered up
that killing.
So what ended up happening was, like a dummy. What was the character's name? The kid, Jimmy goes with Sparma, which is Jared Leto, off to Sparma's farmland, digs some holes because he tells him, yeah, you want to see Rhonda's body?
Not necessarily his farmland.
It was his land. He owned it. He had a key to the lock. Man, okay. So in the fit of rage, he's made, what's his name again? Jimmy took a bunch of holes. Jimmy, out of anger, hits Sparma in the head, killing him with the shovel.
Because of the shit he was saying.
He lost control. So then Deacon comes to help Jimmy bury Sparma's body and get rid of all the evidence in his apartment, get rid of the car.
So, little things. The candy apple barrette. Why did he mail it to Jimmy?
To make sure that...
It was a memory?
No. It was a... you know how you stamp something, like, you just stamp it in like, this is a constant reminder of what we did, what the case was all about. Because this whole Rhonda case, that was his Rhonda case. The 2 girls prior. It was 6 dead bodies in LA, right?
I must
3 prostitutes.
Slipped in and out of that one.
Okay, so the whole Barrett thing was to make sure he stayed in line with his trauma, to keep him in a box, to make sure he doesn't get out of place. Because even his girls was looking at him like he's crazy. Because when he was watching his girls in the pool, he saw Rhonda.
Somewhere else.
He saw Rhonda's footage. So the kids know he's gone. He's gonna go down Sam's route minus the heart attack.
Okay, what about Tina, the girl in the very beginning?
She couldn't identify nobody. The case is dead. Feds took over. They're back at square one. Remember, because she said, "I'm sorry," and he walked out and he said, "Thank you, ma'am," and he walked out and slammed some on his way out. She could not. She said, "I need to get to him closer. I need to see him closer." And
she automatically thought it was him to begin with,
and already seen him in handcuffs, which is you tainting the jury pool. You tainting the witness.
Which is what some dirty cops do,
anyways. Right. You're not allowed to. A witness is not allowed to see a suspect in cuffs before an IDing because it taints the witness. So the whole time with the boots, Deacon was the killer.
But it's the little things again, because you really forget in the beginning about the boots to begin with. Once all that is said and done over the payphone, and you didn't realize the boots.
No, but there's always showing shots of the boots at some. When he went to his apartment, he snuck into his apartment, opened the hollow opening in the floor. There was a shot of his boots, which I didn't understand. Like, okay, he's a cop wearing fancy boots.
They weren't fancy to me. I was just like, some snakeskin boots. Like, how cowboyish of you in LA. That's all I thought.
Gotcha. Is there anything else, dear?
What? I'm just saying.
We liked it, right? I liked it. I think
it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't how everyone was saying, you know, oh, that movie was trash, whatever. But it was good. I mean, it kept me thinking, like trying to figure out who it was. You wanted to bet me, whatever.
You didn't take the bet because you knew I was going to be right. It wasn't him, clearly from the onset.
A 2-hour movie.
This would have bombed in the theaters. So it's a good thing it came out on HBO Max. This would have made no money in the theaters.
We watched, it was about 5.5 hours for us to watch this movie.
Because we had stuff to do. Is there anything else, dear? All right, good job. Peace! Upon further review. So when they called and said the suspect copped to the murder, Deacon took the boots because they didn't need the boots for evidence anymore. He took the boots and been wearing the boots the whole time. Now, why he had to get rid of the boots at the end? Because he's wearing the boots the whole time during the commission of a crime, which is Swarmer's cover-up.
Right.
So he wasn't the killer, even though he accidentally shot a victim, and his cop cronies helped him cover it up. And in sacrifice, he didn't get no promotion. He lost his job, wife, and his health was poor. And everybody else around him got promotions. And he's like an outcast.
He was an outcast.
He was a pariah.
So
he wasn't the killer.
He was not the killer.
Was not the killer.
Don't listen to my husband.
The fuck?